guys, what is going on? Danny back again from the Couchnotes with another trailer reaction for you today. Today, we are watching the PlayStation State of Play for August 6th. So, they've already announced today that they're going to be showing off a couple things as far as their indie games, some other games they have coming to the PS4 before the end of the generation. So they said nothing about the PS5. They said we're not going to see anything on PS5. It's going to be all PS4 stuff, indie games, partnerships, etc., etc. I would like to see a little sneak of a PS5, but I'm not going in expecting it. So those of you about to roast this whole stream in their chat about, why did we say anything about, what's the PS5 price? They said ahead of time we're not getting that, but I digress. Now, normally we do these things live over on Twitch. Right now, Connor is streaming Ori and the Will of the Wisp. So hopefully by the time I get this, edited or recorded, edited, uploaded, you'll be able to go over there and continue to watch him play. And if not, I'll probably play it another day. But make sure you go over to twitch.tv/couchgnomes, drop a follow. That way you can watch these things traditionally live and other gameplay stuff. It'll be a good time. But yeah, right now I'm going to do that fun thing where I kind of cut forward because we got 5 minutes of me staring at this blue animated screen that's beautiful, but it's probably not great content. So I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, 10 seconds to go. We are getting into the state of play here. I'm hoping to see some really cool games. Don't know what we're going to see. But again, no PS5 stuff. Oh, I didn't like that cut. But I love this intro. Hey. Honestly, it makes me want to play Fall Guys. Yo, if they announce an exclusive Fall Guys skin for the PS4, that'd be pretty dope. Because they have Gordon Freeman on PC. I want like a Nathan Drake one for Fall Guys. I'd be so happy. Yo, Crash Bandicoot!
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time.
That looks really good.
Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans as well as new players to this amazing franchise.
I like the new traversal systems in these.
First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with. And then, we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today. Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we picked things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games.
Something about the color palette looks really good.
Awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that,
Aku
also
is there.
comes new
Okay.
additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well.
In the initial trailer reaction, I don't think they showed Aku, so I made a comment about him not being there.
Change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels. Crash 4 also introduces the Quantum Masks, the powerful protectors of time and space. Crash and Coco will need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button. Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you.
That's my favorite name, Kapunawa.
Or Lani Loli, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence.
This is really cool.
Reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's going to have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure.
Coco.
For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingo Dial.
Yes!
You get to play as Dingo Dial in Crash 4.
I love Dingo Dial!
Since we last saw Dingo Dial. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table, so we teamed up with our friends at Bugsnax to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped-up, bumpa-berry-fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspectives shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience.
I like it.
One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another task
That's
is
awesome.
Spinning paint all over the environment to see
the
their
paint
path
is
forward.
Awesome.
We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out there, a reason to revisit each level.
I didn't want to get the platinum in the Insane trilogy because I just hate having to like perfect every level. But I'm hoping this has a better trophy list.
In Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. Experience
That's awesome.
Space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
So excited for that. Crash 4 looks awesome. I can't wait to play.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
Maybe a little PS5? Okay.
We open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's About Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd. Now let's keep the party going.
Buddy.
The latest from IO Interactive.
Hitman. Hitman. So I like to think that they were just kind of like weeding expectations. I don't even know if I used that word properly. To be like, hey, by the way, we're not showing PS5, so don't get all excited for it. But we'll show a little PS5. We'll lie to you a little bit. We just didn't want you to be like, the price is coming today. God, Hitman looks so good.
Besides,
There's a VR mode?
you should mingle, have fun. Oh, don't worry about that. My art speaks for itself. Well, I have to go. I'll call you when I get back to New York.
Bro, this is gonna be so cool. Alright, Agent, don't get all up and close. You give him some space. You're gonna get caught. Oh, shove him through the window. Shove him through the window. Right out the window. Just gah! No, 47, don't do it. I would have preferred to see him get shoved out the window. Now the entire world of Assassination Trilogy. The whole trilogy? Or did I read it wrong? What is this? It's artsy. And I don't see VR, so I think it's just a traditional game. What is it? It reminds me of Braid back on like the 360 arcade. Is it Braid 2? Is it Braid 2? Oh my god! I think it's just Braid ported to PS4. Anniversary edition. Yo! That's cool. Hopefully it has a platinum. I'm not gonna lie. That's like 20 years late, though.
Happy to announce Braid Anniversary
15
Edition.
or so, but...
It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
That's
Many
hot.
areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are
Awesome.
new animations for smoother motion.
Improved
so
sound
cool.
and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews.
It's definitely
on
not, because like, I
subjects
played
like
this
puzzle
for the
design,
first time like
programming, and
3 or
visual
4
art.
years ago
We plan to make
on the
it
Xbox
the most
One.
detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games
And it
are
was
made,
kind of
Braid
aged,
Anniversary Edition
so it
will
looks
be a really good
it looks
resource.
great
We
now.
hope you'll enjoy the game.
Not that it didn't look
when
great
it
before,
comes out
but
early next year.
that's exciting, dude. I would totally play this again. Like I said, if it has a platinum, like I'll probably be more convinced to do it. But no, that's dope. Again, ancient game, like not ancient, but like, you know, old
It's a
enough.
mythic adventure set
Yo.
on a mystical island.
We haven't
Let's
heard
take
about this
quick
game in a
tour
hot
this
minute.
New footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid.
I love their
I'm
logo,
excited
dude.
to
It's
share
so
more with
cool.
you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape.
So like you can only move
Fluid,
if
dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights.
that's
This design
awesome.
was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the hunter herself.
Dog. What? This looks awesome. I love that's I don't know
Out from
why
the
that's
eagle,
blowing my
you can even
mind.
fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless.
Cuz like you don't even it's like you said it's not about aiming down sights, it's all like
You
it's
can
kind of
gain
like
altitude
auto
while you glide by
aiming
flapping.
in a way, but like dude. And you don't use any stamina, air quotes, when you're flying with the bird. It's just when you as the hunter's moving. That's so cool. I want to see like if you just run out of stamina, can you not move till you
to
shoot
keep it
something?
clean and in good flying condition.
Oh, look at that bird. Oh. I thought it was like a
You'll
flaming
find
bird. I guess
secrets
she was
all
like
over
cleaning
the
it off.
island, if you know where to look. Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap. You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
Sorry,
Pathless
families.
is all about
You gotta
finding
figure
your
out
own
something
way
with
forward.
dinner, and I'm
So
making sure I
unlike most
respond.
open world games, there's no map. Instead, the hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
I love detective mode or like those sonar type things in video games. Like when a game doesn't have it nowadays, like there's a part of me that feels like it's missing.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle.
Oh my god, this thing is so cool looking. Oh.
Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
I want to play this game right now. This looks, I think they showed this off at E3 like 3 years ago, or maybe it was like Game Awards or something. And I remember them like, I want to play this game.
Cursed spirits
It's been so long.
Light to the obelisks. When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Oh my god. And this is intense for like a giant, because I think the last giant Squid Game, is that Abzu? Yeah, just Abzu, which I mean was another like pretty artsy game, but it was very linear in the way like Journey was, whereas this like is a much bigger game than Abzu was, which is really cool looking. Bro, this looks so awesome.
And Eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
Freaking gorgeous, dude. Oh my
I
god.
hope you've enjoyed this overview of The Pathless.
I have.
We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year.
Nice.
Thanks for watching.
It's definitely a PS5 game for me. Can't wait. Holiday 2020. So we still have a date because we still have a PS5 date, but okay, PS4.
Next up,
Spelunky,
let's see what's
okay.
in store for Spelunky 2.
I never got into Spelunky
Hi, my name is
personally.
Derek.
Just wasn't
You
my
and
type
I'm
of
the
game, but I
creator
know a
of
lot of people
Spelunky.
love it.
For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It was important we didn't change
Rumple.
the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place. So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling
Oh,
of
the
community
bug!
in Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when you do runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family.
Look at the little robot.
I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys,
I like the art style a lot. It looks really
find
cool.
hidden passageways, and you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area.
Oh,
In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in
Well,
Spelunky 2,
dead.
we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting.
ooh.
And
Did he
also
just
added
kill
new
himself with the
characters
dice?
that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After
Y'all, big
releasing
B's? Nah,
Spelunky,
dog, sorry.
I knew there was a
Not
lot
happening.
more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Thanks.
Damn. It does look fun. Like, the world looks enjoyable. The gameplay's not my cup of tea, like the exploration of it. But I think this one's coming from like a really a sentimental place in this guy's heart. So that's exciting. I'm sure people will love it.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a
Genshin
closer look
Impact?
at Genshin Impact.
I don't know what this is. But it's pretty. Oh, wait, is this that Breath of the Wild knockoff people really pissed about?
Take a look.
It looks just like it. I think it is. It is. Dude, oh my god. It's the Breath of the Wild knockoff, bro. I didn't have really any complaints about it. I thought it looked kind of cool. Especially if it gives me a chance to basically just play Breath of the Wild on my PS4. It does, like, there's multiple characters, so I don't know if that's just you design your character and it's just showing the different ones, or if I play as, like, 5 different protagonists or what. But it looks like Spellbreak, Ruby, Breath of the Wild, all smashed into one thing.
Speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Huh? Think you can get away? Time for takeoff!
I'm not even going to pretend like this doesn't look cool. This autumn 2020. Dude, I think that looks pretty dope. I don't know that I'd pick it up right away. It might be something I grab on sale like months after the fact, but it looks sick. Limestone. I'm not familiar with them. Ooh. What is this? I really like the, like, not Titans. They're kind of like mechs, but not. I don't even know how to define that, like, type of being. It looks cool. I'm not a fan of side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I just, that depth thing of, like, I'm like 1 pixel too high and I can't hit anything is usually not my my forte. But this art style is sick. Am I gonna play this beat 'em up? Because it looks hella cool. Aeon must die. Eon must die. It looked cool. This is pretty. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I do think we've seen this one before. Ugh. That sneeze took out all my energy. I gotta take a nap. There's an interesting, like, I think it's hinge animated. Just seeing the way everything kind of spins off of itself. So it's kind of like the hand turn. You can't really see the hand, but like the arm turns, and then the sword itself spins, as opposed to kind of everything moving in like a fluid arc motion. So I think it's just hinge animated. Nothing has anything to do with the art style or anything, but it looks cool. Anno Mutanade,
Time
and
to
then
talk Bugsnax. Let's check out some
Bugsnax,
gameplay footage
hey!
captured from PS5.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist! Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense! I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist! Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a Bugsnax right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite Bugsnax is.
Carrots don't move like that.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa? Oh, of course he does.
This looks so cool. Like,
Prototype traps that I could
I said cool like everything else today, but like I was expecting like a third person kind of, but also like, it looks like a VR game, but it's not. Like, this looks like what I would expect out of a launch title, but I'm all for it.
Say you do find these Bugsnax and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Oh, it kind of gives me Firewatch vibes in the way you're kind of just exploring and then seeing what you come up against. It's Bugsnax.
There's a
Yeah.
lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an
Nice.
eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Sweet. I think this one's been on Oculus for like a year or so. Or I think this was actually episodic. I don't remember when it first came out, but step inside your own Star Wars story.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
So, I've never seen anything about this game other than just like image ads. I haven't seen gameplay. I assumed you were playing as Vader in this, and I don't think that's the case. That's awesome. August 25th. Looks dope. Control?
Whatever you do, stay in the light.
Yeah. I think it's... Oh, this is that Alan Wake DLC, isn't it? Yeah, I think the last DLC was supposed to, like, continue. It shows that, like, all the multiverses you see in Control, one of those multiverses is the story of Alan Wake. Yeah. August 27th. Wow. I never finished Alan Wake on the 360. I kind of want to go back and try it, but... Is it auto chest? Auto chest? No, there's no T in that word. I didn't like the beginning of the trailer because it did that same thing Kingdom Hearts 3 did, where like there were no sound effects or no Foley for the actions of the characters. just the music. So I was like, I don't like it. Oh, it literally is auto chess. Okay. When I said auto chess, like, I thought that was more of a genre than the title of the game. I didn't know that was the auto chess. And this looks awesome. I'm a sucker for, like, a unique indie game. And this looks really cool. Yo, what's up? Puzzle platformer. I'm all in. I'm all in. It looks like shoot, what's the first person puzzle game? The Witness. I'm imagining like exploring the world like The Witness. But obviously in like a 2D format, so like you're locked onto the platform you're stuck to that your terrain is on, but it's within the world. Like, see, like this, like we're moving back. That's so cool. This looks awesome. What is it? There's a DualShock showing there. The Pedestrian coming to PS4 January 2021. I'm all in. The Pedestrian looks awesome.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
Okay. Okay.
Are the forest shadows, ghosts, running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Sumo Nuke.
They count, ration, manipulate. They've taken everything from those they claim to protect. Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army. We
what is this?
Wraiths.
I'm in.
Bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
It gives me Plague Tale vibes, but like it's not for sure. But I also keep thinking of For Honor. But it's definitely not that either.
What was stolen.
This guy looks cool.
The people call us heroes.
From the dead of night.
To others, we are rivals.
So it's like it looks like a PvP, like steal the gold or steal the treasure game.
We are all outlaws.
Outlaws and legends.
But some of us will become legends.
Yeah. 2021 PS5. That looks cool. That seems like one, like if I have buddies to play it with, I'll pick it up. But if like I literally know no one who's gonna get it, I probably wouldn't. But I think it looks dope. Yo! I still have it sitting on my PC. I haven't played more than like 2 hours of it, but that's so cool. Temtem coming to PS5. Anyone who doesn't know, this is basically just a Pokemon, like, I don't want to say knockoff, but it's like it's reminiscent of Pokemon. But yo, that's awesome. Now I want to go play Temtem. It has an MMO thing to it, but back when I was playing, it didn't really have it incorporated. Like, it wasn't really working. There were a lot of areas you couldn't just go to. Yeah, you can surf, you catch Temtem, you evolve them, there's type advantages. You level up, they learn new attacks. Temtem up in 2021. That's so cool.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got
new
nice PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Bro, PS5 has so many games I want to play, man. This is one that I think Connor is going to really like, so him and I are probably going to play it. I'm sure Kanao will pick it up too.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall.
It looks like on the display there was still
behalf
one
of
more thing to
Counterplay
show.
Games,
I'm not sure
we
what.
are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy.
Although something I'm always
let's jump right into what Godfall
looking
is.
at. I assume this was like a
Godfall
multiplayer
is a looter
game.
slasher that features intense action, satisfying
But we only ever
moment-to-moment
see it
combat,
single player.
and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with
Okay.
up to 2 additional teammates.
So squads of 3. So the
Godfall
gnomes
is
crewing
set
up.
in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire.
I want to go to Waterworld.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions.
Woo!
No waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one.
That's cool.
As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall.
I like how they've
First,
kind of said, like,
our
this
team
is it.
wanted
It's a
to
looter
do
shooter. That
something
is what it
different.
is.
We
It's coming
wanted to
out. It's going to have
combine
everything.
Action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in
I always like
Godfall
seeing
is
gameplay, but I would like
intended
to see
be
the HUD.
fluid,
I don't like when they
and
don't show the HUD.
embracing
Because it doesn't really give me a
offense
full
over
look at how it's going to
More
play.
often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive.
So like Doom,
Now that
but
you're
with a
familiar
sword.
with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword,
Okay.
the dual blades,
Looks good.
the polearm,
Not my really thing, I don't think.
the two-handed warhammer,
Ooh, that might be me.
and the two-handed greatsword.
Either of those heavy ones, dog. I'm thinking that
Each
Warhammer,
weapon
though.
class has their own unique movesets and play styles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes.
We'll talk about the
The dual blades are
hammer.
the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the signature moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time.
Okay.
There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade
Ooh.
into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you, like
That's
pulling
pretty cool.
a cable.
So these seem like the Blades of Chaos.
Now
from
let's
God of
switch
War.
to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage.
I love that every time I
simple
see anything, I can
cooldowns
pull
without
another
needing
game
a
to
lot of
compare it to.
elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals
Ooh.
high damage to multiple nearby targets.
That's pretty
Then
awesome.
There's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a
It didn't look
core
particularly
part of
devastating,
Godfall.
but okay.
It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks.
Actually, yeah,
with
looking
your
at the way the
shield.
sword comes out, this is almost like
Press the
identical to
shield
God of War.
button At the right time, you can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
That's cool. Is that Gaul from Destiny 2? Can I have his weapon? I want that. I am enthralled in this fight. Like, I was just staring at it. I'm like, this looks really fun. Like, nothing about it tells me it's going to be like Game of the Year contender or anything amazing, but it just looks like a fun time. Like, chilling on your headset, playing with the boys, and just having a good time. And I'm all for that. Although, again, we still haven't seen multiplayer gameplay, which really it just feels weird to me.
PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season.
That
we hope
image
that
is
you would join our
fucking
Godfall community
gorgeous.
on Twitter,
That looks
Facebook,
tsunami up the
and
sword.
YouTube.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. I might try and steal that screenshot from before the text comes up, and maybe that'll be a desktop wallpaper after you're rid of freaking Papa Papuli.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation.
But I want one more
See you next time.
thing. I was hoping. The way it looks on the screen, like they always show when they move like item to item, they have like the next window. There was like a next window, so I assumed there was one more thing. But no, that looked cool. This was a lot of cool stuff. I think for the most part, with the exception of like 1 or 2 games, I think everything looked dope. Bugsnax was something I was going to get anyway. I like the charming, goofy little cartoon style of it. Godfall looks dope. The Pedestrian was probably the nicest surprise. I think that looks awesome. That's something I want to play. Let me think. What else was in there? I can scroll through. I don't know why I'm trying to go by memory. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Crash. Crash looks awesome. Braid was a surprise. That was another one that was like, that's cool. I don't know anyone who was really asking for it, but I can't complain. That's really cool. Like I said, I don't remember if that was on PlayStation 3, 4, like at all to begin with, but no, that's exciting. Oh yeah, the Pathless. already sold on that game, and this just further increased my excitement. Spelunky, cool for a lot of people. And again, not my cup of tea. Breath of the Wild knockoff that people complain about, I think looks kind of fun. 2D shooty anime girl, awesome. Alan Wake DLC. That stealthy multiplayer game and Temtem for PS5. Let's go. There's some good stuff here today. I think PlayStation showed a lot. However, let me see here. If you look at the chat, I don't see any toxic comments yet, so that's both PS4 and me really screwed the pooch, did they? Yeah, whatever. I hate reading chats like that because everyone's always just in a shitty mood about it. It's whatever. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this trailer reaction to the PlayStation State of Play. If you did, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. It helps spread the video, helps when people see it, helps them see my reaction, and says, hey, I like this Couch Gnomes guy. We should hang around and, check out more of his content. And if you feel that way, it's your first time checking out the content, please do yourself a favor. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you get notifications every time a new video comes out. And I will see you guys next time.